Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. Goodness gracious, it is so freaking warm. I don't know what the hell is going on with the weather, but it just keeps going. It keeps going, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Meow 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 meow. Oh, meow 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 meow. You are quite globular today. Oh, why, thank you very much, good sir. I should say, you yourself are looking quite globular as well. How are you all doing? It's a Thursday. It's almost Friday.
Canyons beyond the pillars expose an ancient blasphemy. Having devoured Zephon's soul, you may now gain entrance where your path was formerly
So sad you missed Sappho's Goon Cave. You made me miss what the guy said. Okay. Sorry. I gotta listen to that again. Hold on.
Canyons beyond the pillars expose an ancient blasphemy. Having devoured Zephon's soul, you may now gain entrance where your path was formerly
Okay,
blocked.
so we gotta go somewhere. I assume it's in the same area that we defeated, or, you know, a little bit after the same area where we defeated the big ol' insect lad. You eated the sun. You definitely depicted thyself as one who consumes the sun, and me as a high cortisol individual. I do believe I remember that very much. I still disagree with such a thing, but who am I? Who am I to disagree? The man who sold the sun. I don't know what that was. Now let me get off of that. Let me see the glyphs, because I have a rough time remembering where anything is. I eated my new meds and feel rather discombobulated. Maybe that's not the best thing to feel, unless it is a common side effect, in which I hope it will, you know, run its course, as they say, and that you may feel better for whatever reason you are taking the medications. You're not shooting yourself with a shotgun. What? You got fan art. Be happy, Twink. I am joyful. I am joyful, trust. I enjoy it when I am depicted in the media created by the kindred. It is very, very, very much a brightening experience. It boosts my ego. Bro died for 2 seconds. What do you mean? Who's died? I think it was the Silence Cathedral, right? That's where we last left off. I am so directionally confused in this game, but we somehow always tend to find our way to where we're supposed to, so I think I'm just gonna go there. Assuming I had a teleportation thing that goes there. I don't remember if I ever did find it. If I didn't, that's gonna be a big ol' issue. It's for ADHD. They wanted to try something else before the prescription, before they prescribed meth. And then Yuki is just having a moment there. Okay, so it turns out I did not unlock the warp portal thing for that area. So I'm cooked. I guess the closest place would be the Human Citadel? I don't remember how I went from the Human Citadel. You know what? We'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I am intelligent. I have brain. Neurons. They do things. Sometimes. Other times they don't, though. Most of the time they do not. It's like cereal, you know? They're good for a little bit, and then you dip them in milk, and then they just kind of get soggy. I think it was this way. Maybe? That's not the button. South east. So keep it going. Serial killers. What about them? What about them? Serial killed the radio star. That's not even the actual lyric. And that wouldn't even make sense either. There's a climbable wall in this area beyond the waterfall. Right, we can climb walls now because of the goddamn yeah, that's the ability we got from Bug Boy. I completely forgot. I don't know if the waterfall thing is here. I know there is a waterfall. I don't know if that's okay. There we go. Oh, okay. We're just gonna Spider-Man our way up that thing. There we go. Cheese! I love cheese. Why is this here? This makes me suspicious. Maybe it's just random architectural design. Okay, so I have to look for walls like that. And then I can just randomly climb those. Good to know, good to know. I have my funny sword. It was getting either wall climbing or goon maxing. I don't like the sound of that. The implications are mighty with that word. Can I climb up there? Well, that's a thing. I surely can climb it. Maybe. Yeah. And then that's just here for me to collect, but I don't have a method of collection. Let's see. Anything else that may be climbable in this area? There's a little thing up there. I don't know how to properly get up there, though. Let me see if I can just look up. No, 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 no. Don't engage in combat with the human. That is not what I want you to do. Those little ledges up there. I wish to traverse myself up there. I do not know if I can just climb random walls, though. Yeah, it feels like it's specific walls I must climb. No, there's a wall here. There we go. I ate an apple before I streamed, so I should be good for a good old 4-hour stream, at the least. Okay, sideways. And then down, and let go. Attaboy. And, there we go. Alright. Do we do that again? I think we do that again. Let me just scooch over here a little bit. Yeah. Damn, landed it too. Alright, and from here, where can I go? I guess I'll just climb normally. Get on top of this. Ascend the tower. For it is tall, and I have a need to climb. From the summit, get to the top of the water tower. Okay, I just got an achievement for this. That's all. There's nothing else up here. You woke up this morning with a mushroom growing out of your ceiling. How does that even happen? What? What? Okay. Hopefully you don't got random spores just flying around in your room. Or your wherever, whichever ceiling it was. Whether it was the ceiling to your bedroom or the ceiling to your just living room. There's another purple slurpy magic thing over there. I cannot climb any much more than that. It rained recently, so you think there's a leak. Oh goodness, hopefully not. That sounds like a pain to deal with. A random leak in the ceiling. Just a random crack. I would not want to have to deal with fixing that. Better for a mushroom to grow out of your ceiling than out of your ear. I mean, true, but I feel like that would necessitate you being very bad at taking care of your ear. I think this is just to get out of the city. I need to go deeper in, I believe. So let me go back. I don't even know what I would do if I just saw a random mushroom growing out of my ear. I think I'd just like pluck it out and then just wonder. I would wonder. Wonder about it for a little while and then just probably forget about it. Imagine the relief you feel when removing it, though. Imagine the relief. Better to shit in the sink than to sink in the shit. Absolutely. I would not want to sink in any amount of feces. That is gross. Your machinations of your minds are not an enigma, and that is unfortunate for me. Where the hell am I? We're gonna get around town a little bit. I feel like we were in the right area, and then I just went the wrong direction after that. This is a random little thing here. This is, I think, the main gate. So, is there anywhere else to go from here? Not really. We're just going backwards. We're going backwards. We might have other climbable things. Might find more she's around here. No she's, only lean. And that is not something I need at the moment. We got these things here. I don't know if these are just random little... I think they are just random little designs. Very depressing artistry, honestly. They do say that some art is simply made to make you feel uncomfortable, and I believe that is true. That is where we basically came from. Okay, we're now at the beginning of the Citadel. Oh, there's a... I can't tell if that is climbable or not. No, I don't think it is. Some art is made to push blocks. All ammo, no gun. That just sounds like a Fortnite lobby. Why would I say that? I don't know. That is the first thing that came into my mind. I could have said that sounds like, you know, having balls but no dick. And then this just leads to, yeah, this just leads to the way into the place. I mean, I could try to see if this is climbable. I don't think it is, but I could try. I fell into the water like a buffoon. Well, you know, I deserve it. I deserve it for being an idiot. Some art is made to push cum. True. Just like Astolfo. And who else, I guess? That one cat girl that has been floating around on Twitter recently. I don't know if it's related to Neko Power. I might just be the same artist, though. Yeah, you know what? Let's explore anyhow. Let's explore. That is, death and destruction if I jump down there, I think. There's the bridge. We love the bridge. No method of, becoming normal around here. I don't think it's a good idea to just jump down there. That seems like a bad idea. Okay, we can be normal over here, but that we're just back in some different area. Oh, we can climb the broken thing. Okay, let's see. Let's see how true that is. This will all depend on whether I can or cannot jump. Let's hope I can. Well, my boy said no. He said I don't wanna. I don't feel like it. What a good chap. What a good lad. Could have sworn you could. Well, apparently not. Maybe I gotta try it again. Let's give it another shot. There's nothing not worth doing in this game. Really still wish I would have found that portal to that other place that I'm trying to get to, but, you know. Because now I don't know if I have to go all the way back to Zephron's place and and continue on from that point, or if I have to go from here to somewhere else. I don't think so. I don't think you can climb that. Alright. This lad does not wish to jump in a way that is good for me. So, where to? Now that we're basically in the middle of the world. Well, kinda, sort of. Kinda, sort of in the middle. We now can climb, so we just gotta find other places to climb. I suppose I could just go through the human citadel again and, figure something out. Is there a way to go from here? I don't believe there is. So back we go. Except I'm gonna be turned back into a little lad of the ghost realm because I don't think I can make that jump. Nope. No, I mean, I'm kinda fine. I'm almost fully engulfed in the water right here. You know. Let me see if I can climb this right here. If I can actually, like, jump at it instead of jumping, like... Nope, okay. Can't climb the bridge. You could go back to the throne room with the pillars. True. Throne room. Throne room, throne room, throne room. Ow, bastard. I don't even know why I'm fighting you. There's nothing for me to kill you with here. Let me see if I can teleport near it. Should be able to. One of these places has got the goddamn... Okay, underworld. I don't want to go to the underworld. Human Citadel. I swear. I could have gone... I guess I could go... Yeah, Sanctuary, I suppose. Alright, give me the glyph. Give me the glyph. Give me the glyph. Give me the glyph. They really don't want me to have the glyph. Okay, there is no glyph. We're going back on foot. That should be a relatively, you know, decent pathway anyhow. Can I... Thank you. It's gotta head south. South and south and south and dodge all of these guys. Yeah. I could take a soul or two here if I can bring these guys near it. Just to be fully, Okay, you are gonna get that happening to ya. Why are you stronger than I remember you being? There we go. That's one guy, and that's not gonna be anywhere near enough, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. A little bit of soul is better than no soul. No! God dang it. They have hit me, and I'm back at square one. I'm back at the same amount of soul I had before. Yippee. Throw that there, I guess, for later. Can I go through the door? Or, okay, I still need to go ghost mode anyways, so... Let me see if there's anything climbable in these parts. Slurpee that, Slurpee you. Go back to normal real quick. Let's take a look-see. Okay, that guy's there. He's just gonna be menacing. Would love to mod Raziel to Danny Phantom. I mean, he would, you know, fit the part a little bit. They've got similar hairstyles, I think. Nothing too dissimilar from Danny's own thing. It could definitely be styled at least in the same fashion. Where in the world? Did I just go in like a circle? I think I just went in a circle. Okay. That's fine. Now we're here. Let's see. What can we do from here? There's this freaking majiggy on the floor. Why is there fighting music? Change the audio of the shift to be... He's a phantom. Do-do-do-do-do-do. There's the eyeball here. Oh. I forgot this lady exists.
Peace here, Raziel.
Cool. And what does this over here do for me? Okay, I think this fills me up. This thing here, I don't know what that's for.
Like a corpse in a shallow grave, corruption rises to the surface. Beyond these pillars, the defiled victim mutely screams its outrage.
I'm about to scream my outrage. Cool. That's climbable. I like how there's the one wall. If it's scratched and all effed up, you can climb it. There's a little pathway over here. I don't know where that leads to, though. Adventure. Vampire adventure. The best of both worlds. Door. Is there a door behind me? I don't think so. I think it's his room. Let me double check just in case there's another pathway. You can never be too sure. There is another door. I see. I am very, very smart. And what does this lead to? I think this is just like the entrance outside, you know? It's specifically the pillar to Sapphiron's rune. Oh. Saffron. I keep calling him Saffron. I don't know why. Saffron is just ingrained in my brain, I guess. Okay, we can go back up here. Saffron and curry. Can't say I've had either. Yeah! Alright, take that. Skedaddle around, take a look-see, don't get too involved in combat. Why is this guy on the floor? Oh, he was impaled, that's why. No, don't get hit. What the? Stop that. Why do you get to, like, suck me? You were being whacked, and then you just suck me? I don't like that. Not without permission, at least. Now my glowy sword is gone again. SMH. This guy's just kind of standing there. I don't know if I could get that back when if I get a little bit more soul. Alright, time to throw you on the spikes here. Hiya! Let's see. There we go. Okay, you gotta get like 1 extra soul once you are fully amped up. Good to know, good to know. Oh, lads in the cave. Just gotta do that real quick. Huzzah! That will never not be fun. Just zapping him out of existence. Oh no, there's 2. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh my god. No, don't throw it. Misinput, misinput. There we go. Okay, that's one. That's one. Okay. Pick that up. Rock! There we go. Away with you! Literal goon cave. The cave of the goons. There shall be many more, I assume, who return to that cave, if only for a brief period in time.
The ancient tomb of the Seraphim, once impenetrably sealed, now ravaged by Nosgoth's upheavals.
My dick's impenetrably sealed.
Exposed.
What?
In the time of Vorador, centuries before Kain was made, the Seraphim warrior priests waged a merciless war against the vampire tribes of Nosgoth. Emboldened by righteousness, they committed unspeakable and indiscriminate acts of violence.
I love indiscriminate acts of violence.
They decimated entire bloodlines in mere decades. Now their husks lay here, murderers enshrined.
Self-harm warning? Oh no. Oh no. That can't be too bad. Maybe. Okay. Let's not get ganged up on like this, gents. You deserve to give your uncle a fair... Okay. I was gonna say, you know, give your good old uncle fair combat here, but I don't think they're listening. What? There we go. You survived the day. Welcome back. You have survived. Yippee. Self-burn. Oh, I see. Emulation. Not the most pleasant way to go, I'll admit. Every day is a victory. Precisely. Every day you continue on is a victory that is yours, truly earned. What am I to do? I guess go Danny Phantom mode again. I love just T-posing.
Take heed, Raziel. A forgotten history lies within. Know thyself, though it may destroy you.
Hello, Max. Hail to thee as well. We're gonna learn history? I love history. Slurpy the fellas. There we go. I hope you both are capable of, you know, having a relaxing day today. Why is there a man behind me? Don't do that ever again, silly. Okay, I said not to do that, and what do you do? What do you do, buddy? You do that again. Okay, stab him. There you go. You realize your head isn't balding, it's sinking and bleeding. Balding. Oh, balding. I thought I said... did I read falling somehow? You gotta take care of that, Max. That sounds like a serious issue. Raziel slurped 3 dudes at the same time. He's a great slurper. Tomodachi Life came out today? I don't know what Tomodachi Life is, but that sounds slightly familiar. Tomodachi. Tomodachi. Isn't the Tomodachi the little thing, the little toy thing? You gotta take care of the little creature in the toy by pressing a couple of buttons? Or am I thinking of something different? I believe I'm thinking of something different, actually. Peak 3DS game just got a sequel on the Switch too. Oh, I see, I see. That's Tamagotchi, okay. It's one letter away from the same thing. You know. Can we? Okay, we gotta pull.
As I pulled the stone free, a sigh of sepulchral air escaped the inner chamber. I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold.
Oh, Zephon's name is over there. I assume all of our names are gonna be... Yep, Raziel, Melchiah, Malik does not have a little thing. A tomb? I don't know if these are tombs. They kind of look like tomb graves a little bit. Dumb. Dumb.
These crypts, defiled caskets of Seraphin saints, bearing my brother's names.
Oh. Okay.
The irony of Kain's blasphemous act rushed in on me with the crushing force of revelation. Were my hands not as bloody as these? Worse, I had spilled the blood of my brothers, these very comrades whose tombs lay ravaged before me.
Yes, Raziel, you were a Seraphan, born of the same force that all but destroyed your race. Before the dawn of the Empire, you were chosen.
Damn.
Kain, Nosgoth's solitary self-declared monarch, plundered this tomb and raised you from these crypts.
Kain's lazy ass didn't even bother changing their names. Do you know? Do you even need to in these types of, you know, settings? It is rather interesting, though. That is definitely a moral... Like, it's a strategy. Kain's strategy of using his enemies as basically his underlings. Because, you know, the Seraph fan killed vampires and whatnot. Smart, smart. Not changing their names, not so smart. Oh, heavens. Duma, Turel, Rahab, Raziel, Melchiah, and then Malik is the one that did not have one. Zephon. So, what is this all about? Why not having a tomb here unless this particular individual doesn't have a body to bury? That's the only thing I can think about. Opens grave, wake up, bitches. I mean, would you not do the same thing if you could? You know, just revive random people. Like, just choose the coolest people you can think of and bring him back. Okay. What to do in here now that we are in this room? Probably go ghost mode, I think, now, because we can see things differently when we are in ghost mode. Oh! Well, I wasn't expecting that. My thoughts are correct, though. I am a genius. T-pose. My neck itches a little bit. Alrighty, don't fall. There you go. What is that? Oh, one of them. Come here. Suck them, because they are a problem if I don't deal with them. That's a very peculiar block on the wall. How are we gonna turn back to normal? There we go. There's my answer. Okay, get in the thing. There you go. Who are you? Or what are you? Why are you even down here?
Heretic, you shall not pass.
Such loyalty to one who has you guarding this outpost like a chained dog. Do you prosper on the scraps he casts you?
Your insults will do nothing to blunt the agony of your demise.
Kain killed me once. Behold the result. I have no more to fear from you.
Alright. So this is a lad I should be a little afraid of, I guess. Oh, whoa, 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 okay. Well, there goes my my cool sword. No cool sword for you, I suppose. Open the door? I cannot, apparently, open this door. It is metal. What to do here? I guess I could try throwing hands, but I don't think that's gonna turn out very well. He hits very hard, and he's sucking me. Yep. That's a god dang. Alright. You two. Okay, I don't even need to worry about you. We got this. Alright, we got this. We'll beat this guy's booty cheeks. Okay, maybe not if I just continue to get hit by his breath, you know? Come here. Alright, I'll just take that soul and be left unbothered. Something tells me I'm gonna be here for a minute. Okay. I am not capable of fighting. Go that way. And in the water. Okay, there we go. Never mind. I will not be here for long. Oh, I don't know what that was, but I don't like that. The way that flashed on the screen made me think my there was something wrong.
Has infused you with the power to compress and manipulate space. As your symbiotic weapon, the Soul Reaver is also thus enhanced. You may focus and project an orb of kinetic energy to strike objects that are otherwise beyond your reach.
Oh, so that's what we are to do with that. Press Y to shoot. I assume that opens the door. Paragon appears. Alright. Can we use that offensively, I wonder, though? Just to get an extra hit in on our enemies. Why are you so close? Okay, maybe not if I am very bad at fighting. Okay. Raziel, you are mighty, but your controller, as in me, is not very mighty. The one pulling the puppet strings is a bit of an idiot, quite unfortunately. If this is difficult for me, I cannot imagine what playing any Souls-like game would be like. There we go, slurpee that fella. Okay, am Am I gonna receive the soul, or... The soul just, like, went into the wall. It just said no. It just said no. So, like, what is this? We are Raziel. We are a vampire. We got yeeted into the abyss because Kain, the overlord vampire, did not like that we evolved better than he did, and those little flaps behind us are our wings. Kain likes his wings boneless, so he ripped the damn things apart, basically, and tossed us into the abyss. We were revived by whatever eldritch entity lives down there to do its bidding, to basically, basically, I guess, like, what? Make life and death work normally again? Something like that? Kain did something blasphemous. I don't remember exactly. Fun? Yes. Very fun. We get a cool magic sword, though. Although I think that's part of some prophecy that's supposed to occur. Also, how are you, Sunshine? Hail to thee. Raziel is a stand trying to kill his user, basically. Where to? I suppose we go back, right? I don't think there's anywhere else for us to go. There is that up there, which... I think that's where we came from. Hold on. I must second this opinion of mine with facts and logic real quick. Green. Why is it green in here? Oh, Portal! Portal. We love Portal. You're a little sick, but you did have to get up or you'll pass out, so you're here. Oh, goodness gracious. I hope your I hope your ailments swiftly leave you. Now, where to? I forgot what the guy told us to do. I listen and then I don't. Well, we have that ability, so that should allow us to go somewhere else with a similar looking wall thing to just bleh at? Or do we still have to do something in this area? I guess I could take a look around just in case. I don't want to miss anything. That would be suboptimal, as they say. Was there anything in that room that looked similar to that wall, that little block? I don't think so. We could go back the normal way. You're thinking of playing Overwatch or Rivals, and then Jack was playing League. My goodness, you do that for fun? You play League for fun? Not because of any obligations? Heinous. Heinous. Let's see if I can get past these little ghoulies real quick. The ghouls, the goons, in their goon cave of massive proportions. It's not that impressive, but you know, we can pretend. This is a door. I cannot go through. Raziel is a little too lazy to open that one up, apparently. Masochism. True. Drew. True, true, true. I don't know why I said Drew. I can join you if you want. League is fun. Oh, goodness. Look at the two of you. I am sweating like a hound in this room. We didn't go this way, did we? One might say gaping. No, I will not say gaping. Okay, that says back here, so nothing to worry about. They both lead the same way. Why make two different paths towards the same location? I do not know. I do not know. Oh, Okay. For some reason I thought the room changed, but the colors of the pillars are just bold, I suppose. There's nothing else that's climbable, is there? No, that would all lead to the same place anyhow. Through here, I suppose, we shall go. You don't know what to play, though? Just do the little roulette wheel thing, put everything you wish to play on the roulette wheel, and then proceed. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm pretty sure we still have to be in ghost mode to go through the normal door, so I'll just ignore the lads for now. You like the music? It's good for what it is. Can we go through? Please and thank you. T-pose. Okay, there we go. Magical T-pose of phasing through gates. There's this right here to turn back to normal. I guess I could try and go back into the underworld just to get a bit of advice from our patron at the moment. Why no fight? I don't need to. I just didn't need to do it. Right, this way is the portal. I forgot. I only need to fight them really when it comes to them being in our way, or if I need souls to digest, which I do not currently, and I don't want to lose my cool sword, my blueberry flavored sword right here. That and I'm bad. I'm bad at fighting things in this game, incredibly so. Only strategy I have is whacking it until it dies. And usually that leaves me with less life force than the enemy will be willing to give with their soul. Yeah, now you see it. And you two should play League. Suffer together. Better than suffering alone. That's where we came from. There we go. Go through there real quick. No. Don't want to look back in there. Which way was it? This way? On the road again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, let me see what he tells me.
North of the Seraphan tomb, your brother Rahab has secluded himself and his progeny in the ruins of a half-drowned abbey.
Alright, so north. So there was somewhere for me to go. God dang it. Now I gotta go all the way back. I mean, at least we can teleport there, so it's not, you know, a big issue, but still. I knew it. I knew there was more to that area. That would have been a trip that was a bit too quick for my liking. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, through the door we go. No. No need for the portal. We gotta find ourselves a... Well, I actually don't know what I'm supposed to find. North. All we know is that we gotta go north. So, let's try... Well, north of the... Okay, maybe if I go in? Let me see, maybe there is something in here. Because this is still technically headed north. Big man Blastoise over here. Okay, I can use my my little attack there to stun them, and it does pretty good amounts of damage. So if anybody's standing in my way, I can just blow my hot breath at them. Nice. Now let's see, anything in the room? What about here? Okay, nothing there. If I go ghost mode, I don't think it'll really... There wasn't anything else in the room, was there? I don't feel like I would have missed something if there was something in that room that we were in before when we gained this ability, but let's just head down there anyways. Just in case. We never know until we try. There's still rivers below us. Alright. You are rude. You will die. There you go. There's the floor itself, but I don't think I can direct a blast to the floor. Not sure that's how that works. That way would be north, but there's nothing there for me to blow my breath at. This is going south. That's the water right there. I don't know if I can do that while I'm in ghost mode either. There's nothing down there anyways to do, as far as I can tell. Okay. You can aim with the camera? Oh, can I? I can! Oh, well, that's useful to know. Alright. So we just gotta find more of them, then. Interesting, interesting. There's nothing in there as far as I could tell. There's a couple of pillars, but I do not believe they lead anywhere. Let me just do it one more time. Just in case, you never know. Alright, so there could be something on the ceiling. You'll check the guide? Thank you very much. Climb up this thing like Spooderman. How do you forget Brazil exists? Well, it is a country. It is a big one. It's kind of out of the way. It is in a place I don't usually think about, South America in general. So it is often forgotten. It is not the only country I forget about, mind you. It is also not the only country I am reminded by via random, scantily drawn anime women. Alright, let's see. Anything around here? We don't have anything around here to blast our breath at. How do you know where Listenberg? Listenberg. I cannot say I do know where that area is. It is very much a European-sounding one, though. So just point at the map on Europe and you'll eventually get the correct place. I hope. North. This isn't north. What way would lead north? That's just like a crevice in the wall. There is that, but I don't think that pillar goes anywhere. There is water below us. I highly doubt there's anything down there to go towards. I don't believe so. I shall continue looking around. And this is not a gate you can go through. Okay. Also, hello, y'all. Hello, Tough. How are you? How's the day gone? And to you too, Green. I do hope both of you have been alright so far. Hopefully your weather is treating you a lot better than it is treating than mine is treating me. There we go. That is how I speak. Speaking correctly. I am attempting to sound a little more... I don't know the word I'm looking for. Just different. Just a little more different in the way I speak. You remember Castador was a YouTube chatter? He was. Until he migrated over here onto Twitch. I don't see anything around here. But this is the north, so there has to be something around here. Okay, can I, like... Just do that. Just do that until he, No. Okay, this is fine. Ah, dang it. We lost our cool sword. Because I wanted to kill him in a cool way. SMH. Oh well. On the spikes you go, assuming I can get you there quickly enough. You missed an interesting yap yesterday. It wasn't the craziest thing. It was only because I streamed for 2 hours, though. I got hungry, unfortunately. I would have gone for the typical 3. If I were not, you know, getting the grumblies so early on. Okay, is there a symbol around here that I need to blow my breath at? It doesn't appear to be the case. No random blocks on the walls either. I am indeed truly lost. Spin, spin, spin. It's always fun to just spin. Well, this is just where we came from, so this would just be the throne room anyways. So, North of the Saffron Tombs. Nothing up there as far as I can tell. Let me attempt to find my way up there. I cannot. That makes sense. How do you know you're not in Brazil right now? I feel like that it's a pretty basic thing to know. I wouldn't, you know, the fact that I look outside and don't see a giant Jesus statue. You know, I feel like that's a rather large indicator. You lost a round? Oh no. You cannot. You'll come back. You'll make a comeback next time. Surely. Surely you will. And if not, explode me as compensation. You have permission. Also, weather has been awfully warm recently here. 70+ degrees this week. Ah, jeez. You too? Brazil is continuously expanding. Oh no. Come back, you say? No, Knuckles, I did not say come back. I said come back. C-O-M-E, you nasty little indecent lad. I win because Sunshine's with you now. Aw, yeah, you'll win. Definitely. And if you don't, blame Sunshine. That'll drop to the 20s and 40s next week, somehow. Finland is expanding because of glaciers, counting as a pair of their territory. That is cool. Make land, you know? If the shinies can do it, I think Finland should do it too, but with glaciers. Just grab a random glacier, drag it around, claim it's a Finnish glacier, and expand the territory. You think there's a way in the water moat where you got the new power? Let us see. Lettuce. I love lettuce. Not really. I prefer cabbage. But we have not obtained cabbage, and thinking about my lack of cabbage does make me slightly sad. You would never... never blame Sunshine, huh? Why? Why give Sunshine such a privilege? What has Sunshine done to deserve such a privilege? There we go. Almost got whacked by that guy. You're sleep deprived, so you're having trouble making sense of the guide. Fair enough. I'll probably look up the guide on my own as well here in a sec. We've been running around for a good 20 minutes at this point. Go, Sunshine. Carry the Frosty Raccoon, Jack. Frosty Raccoon. Huh. Ceiling. Nothing on the ceiling. If we lose, it's Gelato's fault. Why is it my fault? What have I done to deserve such a fate? Okay, so we can spit out the stuff while in ghost mode. So we could jump into the moat and just look around. Let's see. Probably on the north side, if anything. Nothing that I see indicates a pathway. But this guy's gonna get it either way. It's either here or through that metal door you opened. Maybe. Let's see. Metal door. There's a doorway here for some reason. I do not believe that... Was that there before? I don't remember. Okay, that was there before. I am tripping. Damn. Killed him in like one... one little attack. Let's see. Nothing different if I go into ghost mode while in here. Could be right here as well. I'm just checking just to make sure. Just to make sure there's not anything crazy. I think if it's in here, it's gotta be on the top floor. Ascension of the Vampire. But this is just the way back out, is the thing. Have you ever played any of the Devil May Cries on stream? I have not. And to be fair, I am also not very much interested in them. I mean, they just seem like they have a goofy story, and that's about the only reason to play them, as far as I can see. It's that way through the bars? But this just heads back out to the front door, no? Like this is just back to the front of this place. Now we're just back at the front. Gameplay is super fun too. I'll think on it. I shall think on it. Remind me at some point. Whenever we have, you know, just a free time to talk, I suppose. Because I will probably forget. Let me look up the guide for this game. I am confused. And sweaty. Confused and sweaty. Not a combination I'd like to be. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is such a weird word to spell. Reaver Remastered. Lost and scared and in need of an adult woman. I mean, preferably, you know. Legacy of Kain Remastered walkthrough. Okay. This is a 2024 one, so I mean, it should suffice. Saffron Tomb. Let me just scroll through that. Defeat the guy. Defeat the Tomb Guardian. Raziel can fire a blast of kinetic energy. You can fire it from the Soul Reaver. Blah, blah, blah. What are you guys freaking out about? Gay. I'm eating feet, potatoes for free, and chicken baked. Yummy. Baked potato. I haven't had a baked potato in forever. In forever and 13 days. To be very exact. There's also a doorway in the middle area. It leads to a wooden door. You'll fight Duma fledglings. Have to scale to... Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, that's when you go back up. I'm not going to continue with the main story for now. I'm going to continue with the main story. Keep doing now. The Saffron Tomb heading and read the information about moving the block inside the wall. Current room. For now, you can start backtrack to many areas and use your kinetic shot ability to climb and your climb ability to access many collectibles. I don't care about the collectibles. Is this one only for the collectibles? I think this walkthrough is only for the collectibles. Gosh darn. I do not need that at the moment. Do you like to talk to tomatoes? I don't believe I would. What would me and a tomato have in common? We are neither potatoes or tomatoes, but we are VeggieTales. The VeggieTales were the tails we were all along. What did I just say? Go to the section on the drowned abbey. I don't know if this has a drowned abbey. No, hold on. Drowned abbey. Okay. Aqueduct. But how do we get... Okay. Switch to the spectral realm. Move through the corridor where the water pool is. Go back to the material realm using the first portal that came across. Or hop on top of the platform on the water. Then hop... What platform? Okay, I feel like this is somewhere we haven't been to just yet. So how do we get there is the question. I love how the guide decides to just skip that real quick. Let's see. Necropolis, Stone Glyph area. Okay, that's in... I guess we can just backtrack and try to see if we incidentally walk through the place. Let me look at another walkthrough, because this one is not helping me out too much. Walkthrough. Walkthrough. Step by step. Okay, let's see. Reject all. Why would you give me cookies? You're not gonna give me a single cookie. Underground region. Don't care about that. Pillars of Nosgoth. Silence Cathedral. Don't care about that. Sculpture room. Don't care about that. Blah 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 blah. Chief Zephon, we did that. Tomb of the Sephiran, Seraphan, fans. I should turn my fan on. That would be kind of nice. Murloc boss. I mean, he's dead as hell. Energy blast. Okay, continuing in the Tomb of the Seraphim, using the sword. Magic setting. After fighting Murloc ends, you gain the power to fire energy blast. The tomb itself presents to you with a puzzle that forces you to use the ability. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, climbable wall. Once you get to the top, turn to the other side of the area and you'll notice a series of spaced out pillars serving as suspended platforms. Now it's the time to do some platforming. Jump from pillar to pillar using the glide when needed to maintain distance. On top of the pillars further ahead, you'll notice there's a box while blocking the passageway. Okay. I don't know how true that statement is, but pillars, I think they mean these over here. I hope I was looking at something irrelevant rather than something for the older version of the game rather than the remastered. That would be a little silly of me. Let's see. I think they're referring to like this little thing right here. Oh, hold on. I think I maybe no. Okay, I thought there was something here. There wasn't. Lords. We're gonna spend some time here, aren't we? That's fine. That's fine. Let me just scroll back up. Okay, this might not be for the remastered. Okay, my controller almost fell off my lap. That would have been tragic. Another walkthrough, but it's not for the remastered version. PSX confusion, yeah. Legacy of Kain, blah, blah, blah. Maybe look through the wiki? I probably... could go through that. Okay, there's like barely anything there on this wiki in the first place, but that's fine. Tomato plant is taller than me. I don't know how long ago you said that, but I will make sure you eat your words. At the Nosgothic realm. Okay. Is this for... Okay, is this for the remastered or like the normal version? I think this is also for the normal version. Okay. We're gonna be, I guess we'll just walk around because I don't know where else to go. Because I don't see anything regarding this area, and there's barely any remastered, walkthroughs, so... Unfortunately, I'm gonna suffer. Glorious. We will never know where the north of this place is. could try to... Because there's nothing over there either. I highly doubt I could jump over there. Yeah, that's a little too high up there. And this is just gonna lead back in there. Oh, this leads back up here to this little area, which doesn't lead to anything except the teleporters, so... North of this place. I guess I could maybe go back to the sanctuary and go from there? Because I don't know where else to... north. Like, heading north from here, where that could really be. I don't remember if the sanctuary has a little teleportation thing or not. No. Okay, we're just gonna have to go back on foot. What a lovely first game on. Did you win? That's the important question now. Because if you didn't win, like I said, we're blaming you, and we're not blaming me, because I am innocent and gentle and awesome and cool, and you are not innocent and a little less awesome than me. Right? It doesn't seem like you guys won. That's just a theory, though. A game theory. The one guy who was trash was insisting that he was amazing. Interesting, interesting. And you guys have very bad teammates. SMH. Kill that guy. Take his soul, because I don't want to deal with him. And just jump around like a buffoon. I am piss-colored for some reason again. The lighting in this game is goofy. Is there something in this room that can be pushed with the little ability we just got? I do not believe so. Okay. Well, onwards we go, I suppose. Unless I can push one of these with this. I highly doubt it. Nothing in here is pushable. Wanted us to go in and leave again. Then we were supposed to go in for him to rush in.
North of the Seraphim
SMH.
tomb, a desecrated abbey languishes, half drowned.
Half drowned, they say. The game refuses to give me directions, other than go north. But there is no north to go. So Jolly Boy will run forever. There better be something to shoot at outside. I'm tempted to just go on YouTube and look that up there too. It feels like I'll find something on YouTube, most likely. Alright, I'm gonna just keep going in my ghost form for now. Seeing as they're probably... I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what I'm thinking right now. Because this just leads back to the whirlpool, no? Yeah, so maybe somewhere down there there's something to mess around with? Nothing up here. I don't remember seeing any little blocks down here either. And this would be technically a lot more north. Yeah, we're like way up north now, and there's no passageway from the sanctuary. Can't stand on that. I was gonna see if I could stand on one of these to then do like the big leap and then just kind of make my way across from there, but I don't think we can jump on top of either of these pillars, so now we gotta be physical to go through there. That's west, which is just back there, so maybe we gotta go through the necropolis, maybe? And then south from that point? That's the only thing I can really think about at this point. We shall see how correct or incorrect we stand. Ignore the fellas real quick, go through the door. Okay, we are at the... well, we're headed in the generally correct direction. Generally, very general. Oh, this is just Kain's stronghold, isn't it? Or Raziel's stronghold. Well, I mean, from Raziel's stronghold, we can go somewhere else. General Titeus. Tuis? What? Tullius. Tullius. Alright, bro. Alright. 2 air blast and he somehow managed to live through that. That is heinous work. Heinous. I don't think down here there's much of anything. There could be. I may as well go and check it out. There's that up there, which we don't really have a way of getting to. That and that. Is there... I mean, even if there was something climbable, we are in our ghost form and cannot climb while in ghost form. I have my suspicions of this room. Because it really does seem like you gotta get up there, but there's just like no way of doing that. Weird. Strange, abnormal. I am not liking my situation thus far. Let's go on this way and see if there's any weird little... that. Take that soul. Do that one more time. Take that soul. Don't know if he can drink the water. If he can shrink the water. I don't think I can. And I wouldn't know what to do even if I could. That is not what I want you to do, but okay. You know, do what you please. I am not your boss, I guess. Now we got two hooligans to worry about. Give me that. Give me this. Do that. Take that soul. And then continue on. At this point, I'm looking for just blocks. Strange blocks. And hoping there's a way forward. That guy's just standing there, so... Is there anything down here? I don't think so. I mean, that helped us get up. If I can just actually climb again. Anything down here? And no, nothing really different. Nothing down here either. Stairway. That's just leading to the teleporter. Okay, I have made no progress. Let me look it up on YouTube. There's gotta be something on YouTube. Remastered. What's that place called again? How to get to Droby? Let me see. Drowned Abbey. Okay, Drowned Abbey. Okay, there's one thing from like a year ago. Good. That is recent. Okay, is it gonna show me how to get there? I don't think it's gonna show me how to get there. Okay. Path to the Drowned Abbey. That's what I need to know. Okay, he goes through the gate. Goes through the door. He's in the tomb. Okay, he phases. He goes down into the downstairs area after you turn into a darn ghost. Oh, wow. Okay, that's you have to go through the you have to go through the block. You know where we shot the fucking little block thing the first time? You gotta go through there. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm going to kill the developers. I'm gonna kill them. Oh, lords. What do you mean? That is... Okay. Well, you know, live and learn, I guess. All this time he's running around, like, where the hell am I gonna go? Just to be like, yeah, through the hole in the wall. I thought we just pushed a block back. I didn't know that it just made it fall off on the other side. What a little pain in the ass. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, well, to know where to go now is better than not knowing. Yeah, get out of the way, you ghosty ghouls. We gotta go back to normal because we can't open the door. Open the door. Open the door. I don't care about you, big man. Don't care about you, big man. Esoteric AF. That's what it certainly feels like. Through the door. Apparently, we gotta just shoot that again. What? What do you mean? One moment. One hecky do of a moment. Okay, there we go. We have to do it while not in our ghost form. Yo LMAO till. There we go. Alright, we are continuing the story. Finally, 500 years of Yali just being a fool again. Well, actually, I think this is fine. We can go back in the water. This is fine. This is just a little swim, a little swim. And then we need to suck something dry real quick. You two will do just fine. Do not whack me more than once. There we go. They should have just made it fall with one shot. I agree. 100%. Trust me when I say that. But unfortunately for me, that does not appear to be the case. It's like using the voice on a random, like, Skyrim NPC. Was there something back there that I did not interact with, or was it just down into the water? It was just down... You're going right into the water, young blood. You are going to drown, and burn, and die. Straight up bamboozled. I will remember this. I will remember this pain and struggling we've gone through. No! You buffoon! I am the buffoon. I am the one who deserves to get his head knocked against the wall. Okay. Let me try that again. Let me not fall into the water like a child who does not know how to walk. There we go. Alright, now what? Now what do we do? Climb. Spider-Man, Spider-Ass, does whatever a Raziel can. The freaky buffoon. Indubitably. Indubitably, my kindred. Well, now, where in the world do I go from here? Oh. Okay, we're playing hopscotch now. We have a block there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I see that we cannot go there unless we somehow knock that down, I assume, with the ability we just gained. Shoot the block, yeah. I should have thought about that. I felt it was a doable jump. It was not. My hubris has bitten me in the behind. One momentium. There we go. Just making sure that I'm not missing anything on the YouTube side, because I have not been paying attention to it in a while. Alright. Okay, I remember that you said I can aim it, so... There you go. Now we can make that jump. Exactly, the hubris bit my my protuberous, whatever that word means. Raziel, you need to kill them first before you lightning strike their chest into like a million little pieces. We can go that way. I do wish to explore this way first. Just to see... Oh, another lad. I like how this guy took one little breath to be just annihilated. They should all be like that. Yeah, that's a sick picture. That's like a Valkyrie lady riding a weird bird. Very sick. Type of woman I'm into. Alright. How do we... okay, this is not a door, I don't think. It's a window that I had to break by blowing air at it instead of just swinging with my sword. Alright, let me go through that little gated area first before we continue on. The curiosity is begging me to check this area. Alright, there we go. Only takes 500 swings. Let's see, there's another ghosty ghoul creature back there. Can we go through this? We can. It does not seem... Oh, never mind. It does, in fact, care if I do that in front of its face. Now, what is there to be done in here? There is a lady or a gentleman with a bowl above their head. I think that's a lady. That's a lady. Maybe I have to be physical to do something with this. There are markings on each corner. YOLO, stop making us lose. My bad. You need to give me 5 of something. 5 something, and then you will win, alright? Consider it a blessing. You must give tribute, or otherwise fail. I don't make the rules. Oh my goodness, okay. There's just gonna be 2 of them. That is heinous. That is actually heinous. I can do the same thing, bro. I need something to kill him. I do not have any spikes around here. I do have spikes, never mind, I'm just dumb. Go, 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 go. Oh, god dang it. Can I please have a little break, other guy? There we go, that's one. Oh my goodness, he's not giving... Give me a moment. I need to suck that soul. Oh my... This is... five what? 5 sconges. Sconges required to proceed. I don't even know what a sconge is. I can give 5 hugs, 4 head kisses. I will take both. 5 hugs and 5 forehead kisses. I will not have anything less than that. And you shall achieve victory upon your next campaign. Alright, there we go. There we go. Deal with that guy. You're very tired. The bullshit is just flowing. Fair enough. Let it flow like the blood of your veins. Oh, okay. I'm estupido. We broke through the window, and this is just another way of going there to see what's in there in the first place, but we had to just go through the window. My goodness, I love wasting my time. Ow, okay, now I can't Danny Phantom my way back to normal, because I gotta kill him. Do we have to yes, yes you do. Absolutely. I will just tie you up and force you to anyhow. Why? Because I can. I think I lied to myself. Maybe. Hold on. Tie you up? Yes. I would say that is an appropriate reaction. I thought this would lead us somewhere. Okay, I don't know how to get to that thing then. There's a symbol here with the eye. I don't know how to do anything regarding this thing. Let's see. Let's have a little look-see. A little look-see around. You say tie up? Yes. To Jack specifically. I mean, if you want to get tied up too, I guess I could make it work. I can. I don't know if I have enough rope, but I can make something work. Yeah. Someone drew away a bunch of cinnamon, and it burst all over when you dumped the trash. Oh no. That sounds like a... I would label that as a chemical hazard. That is a biological warfare right there. Can these lads give me 5 seconds before I absolutely ruin them? Why is there another one of you? There's so many of these freaking vampire ghost things. They do not stop. They simply do not stop. And that is pure evil. Pure evil. There's nothing more evil than that. I mean, there could be a few things that are more evil than putting a bunch of cinnamon inside of a trash bag, but I think not really. We will kill this person who did this. Unwelcome cinnamon challenge. Next game, yeah, you'll win, trust. New record of 4 dudes at once. But I can't jump over that. What am I to do? There is a window up there, and I thought that window... Okay, that is not a window. So where the hell is poor little YOLO supposed to go? There's an eyeball I don't know how to mess with. And then there's this shenanigan that I don't even know how to get to outside of becoming a ghost. Maybe I have to go through into there as a ghost. Let's see. We shall see. Alright, these fellas are just gonna interrupt me upon my journey, and they shall be engulfed in the flames of hell for that. Alright, apparently not. Okay, my thought process is stupid. I am stupid. All I ever wish to be is stupid. This room is accessible later. Even if that's the case, I surely do not know what to do with the other one. Maybe I need to look around. Another 15 to 20 minutes of looking around. Here we go. Maybe after I get rid of these guys first. Again, for like the millionth time. They are fearless until I smack him across the head like one time. Then they are no longer fearless. They are very fearful, like dogs, I guess. Except dogs would get a little crazy. Raziel, you little ingrate. There we go. Okay, now do the thing. Make them both disappear. Suck those souls in. Go up here, I suppose, and try to figure this out. For I have no clue as to what to do. Not that. It just says 2 up there. I can't do anything with the ceiling. So... What the hell's the point of this then? I feel like I have to do something here and then... Because the only other place is the place with the little pillar. Yeah, because this just leads up here. And that's the only way we... Man! This game is getting too smart for me. You think one of those blocks opens to the spirit realm? You'll look up the guide. But I can't do anything. There's nothing in here that is gonna assist. I could kill this guy and that's about it. There's the torches in case you don't get to whack him with your sword. I forget we're butt booty naked sometimes. Just straight up booty cheeks on the screen. There is that over there, which is vaguely shaped like the window, but nothing happens when I shoot air at it. Alright. That just makes me turn around. That room with the cage, you can shoot through the bars to move the block. Okay. Then jump on it in the spirit realm. I see. I see. Well, hopefully those two buffoons that are kind of tough to deal with are not in fact around. For I do not feel pleased when dealing with them. I do wonder if I have to put them in the corners. Okay, let's see. Oh, you can do that, okay. Like, if anything happens if I put them in the corners. I don't assume so. Yeah, doesn't sound like it. There were spikes on the... like, in the cage thing, apparently. Okay, put that there. Become a ghosty ghoul. Go through the ghosty ghoul gate. If I just... There we go. Dodge the lad. Continue forward. Victory over these... Okay. Okay, this one wants some of that smoke as well. That guy's just gonna look at me from afar. Yay, progress! I love progress in the video game. Alright, there is that. And there is this. Where does this lead to? A boat. A boat with a mouth. That's a goofy looking boat. But alright. I believe I can make it to the other side. There's a lot of water though. Let's see if we can. I might not be able to actually. I may just fall, which I think is fine because that stairway leads down there, I believe, anyhow. Okay, well, you know, that wasn't even an attempt, but it is what it is. I shall not be angered by that. I have learned to forgive myself, he says convincingly. Yeah, this is just a stairway down, so we are fine being down here. And there should be a gate somewhere, a warp gate of some variation in some location, because I remember there being the symbol for this place. I just have to find it and be not so stupid. Alright, up there is not an option for me. Maybe I am supposed to hopscotch along the way. Can I... Okay, this is the anchor. Wasn't there something else floating down here? I swear I saw something floating around down here. It is easy to forgive oneself when it is convenient, but... Butts are for pooping. Ah, damn it. So you know, we can maybe jump up there. There we go, that's a boy. Atta boy. Alright, can we continually... No, okay, we can't really go from here. We can go from here to... Okay, do not look in the other direction, Raziel. The time for your punishment is meow. Why would you wish to punish me? I have done nothing but be great. Alright, let us actually go back. I think that is just a way for us to climb back up and redo the jumping. Maybe as a ghosty ghoul, we are gonna be more capable of performing these leaps, but I can only know once I get there. I believe I'm correct, because the end of that little boat right here is all curved. Look at it. Curved and everything. And now I'm up here, and now I'm good. Progress is made. Alright, there are... Oh. There it is. You lost again? Well, one of you did not give me 5 of something. You can only blame yourselves. Because I have told you, it must be 5. Oh, my ass hurts. Ow. Okay, there we go. I did not realize I've been sitting on this chair for quite a while. You hug? Well, it looks like Jack, in fact, did not give the 5 forehead smooshes. I'm sorry to say. I think you're getting stinky teammates. That too. That is 100% what's going on. And it has nothing to do with my own lack of something. Of wishing you luck. There we go. Moi times 5. There we go. Not teammates that are probably school children. Horrible. A horrible fate to have. And a horrible fate for them too. Whoever allowed them to play League at a schooling age is setting them up for long-time failure, I'm afraid. How in the world do I get through that? That is interesting. Oh, that's how. I was just doing that repeatedly because I tend to do that just in case, and I wasn't expecting it to actually result in something.
Sanctuary against the vampire menace. This abbey has been drowned by the deluge spilling from this pool.
Oh, fish lads.
Your brother Rahab and his brood, devastated even by the feeble rays of Nosgoth's sun, overcame their vulnerability to water and retreated from the surface. Now they haunt these ruins and glide in the darkness of its stagnant depths.
I guess that makes sense. As always, true criminal is League. If this actually works, it will make all the incest max ones. I don't think you can, but you can try. I simply do not believe Max can be satiated. That is all, that is all. I am not sure I can actually make it over there without falling. Alright, that's one. There goes another pillar. Another pillar. Alright. I should trust Raziel's ability to jump, even if it freaks me out a little bit. No. Oh, well, I mean, that certainly deals with them. Well, fish lad, I'm afraid to say you are just not built like me. You are simply not built like me. Why does he jump like that? Because that's how you do the tall jumps. Normal jumping, you just press A, right? But tall jumping, you gotta crouch. He's gotta do a whole squat. These poor fishmen do not stand a chance. Not against I, the greatest vampire to have ever lived and unlived and then lived again. Oh, this is like a... I don't know what this is, honestly. It makes it look like I have to turn this entire floor. No, don't fall, you fooligan. You fooligan. A whole squat with his no ass, his lack of buttocks, his cheeks, his malnutritioned, void spending chic. Glutamus. I don't know, I lost my train of thought somewhere somehow. Despite me not saying anything. Ah well. I fell. I feel like a fool. There are blocks down here, but I cannot grab them, and I cannot push them. And I do have to turn the damn thing around. Okay. Interesting, interesting. My brain develops wrinkles because of this game. I swear. I'm getting smarter by the millisecond. Can I turn this whole thing by... Okay, no. Your brain ain't developing shit. Hey now! That is not true. Every brain can develop. You are never too old to learn. Now, what to do, what to do. We must figure out a way to drain that water, I assume. Did I go back and... No, this is a new area. I will grab this just in case I lose my ability to swing my fancy little sword. Alright, that's one. That's two. Number three. Number four. Oh boy, that one's a little bit away. Should be fine. Number five. You bastard! You bastard! No, no, no! Oh my lords. I will slay that fish. I will feed it to something that is lesser than a fish. A smaller fish. Yes, I will feed the big fish to several smaller fishies. And it will feel my wrath that way. How do I get back up? I do not know. I think I can maybe jump here. And maybe if I just don't leap over. Don't leap over the whole thing, Raziel. Please. I beg of thee. It would be immensely helpful if you... Okay, you can't even reach that. I agree. He's definitely a bastard for that. Alright. Fucking fish fillet over there. Needs to be taught a lesson in manners, apparently. You're lucky you're immune to water, otherwise it would have tossed your big ass in there. But that will have to suffice. It is funny how their symbol is kinda squiggly like that. Very smooth squiggle. Representing fish, I guess. Prophetic family symbol. Huzzah! Somehow these fish are wearing more clothes than Raziel is. At least, you know, when it comes to having pants. Like, they have actual pants. And somehow Raziel has not had the time to attain some of his own pants. Alright, I suppose we did all that for a little dip in the water as well. Fan service? Yes, I'm sure this is what the ladies like. Malnourished. You know what? They do sometimes like malnourished looking men, now that I think about it. Let's see. Kill that guy, kill this guy, kill that guy. Bone. I like bones. I haven't crunched on a bone in a while. Disappointing, that is. I wish for that to change, but I do not have any bones to crunch. Do we have chicken thighs, I wonder? We probably do. So I could satisfy that urge in that manner. Alright. Is this just back where we came from? Why would we do all that to come back here? That is odd. Alright. I'll just take it for what it is. Maybe that's just a way to go back out. But chicken bones give dog blood shits. Well, do I look like a dog? And that's probably because they eat the bone itself, you know? And not just crunch on it. If you eat the bones, yes, you're going to have bloody shits. That's just kind of how that works. Do not eat bone. Just kind of crunch on it. Satisfy the urge. And then that's that. You know, I should have tried to blast away at the window thing. Now I realize how much of a fool I am for not doing that. And I don't know how to get out of here, so I'm gonna have to loop back around again. Glorious. Glorious glory be mine. Oh, here we go adventuring again. This is the hard part. I don't know if I can make it over there. I'm gonna try. Nah. I don't know why they don't just let you go back this way, but whatever. It is a bit of an inconvenience, that is all. That is simply all there is to it. I need a soul. I'm just gonna hope that that soul over there gets over here. I don't think it is moving, so... Oh, hold on. There we go. Random soul from behind. Thank you, random soul. You have assisted me. More so than anyone has ever had in this specific arena. The music is a vibe though, so I have that to say about it. Just the organs, you know? Gotta love a good old organ section. Let me see if I can just run past these fellas down here. Ah! No. I will beat you half to death, fish. Not even half to death, just to death. You are going to die. Okay, that is not where you're meant to go. Let me pick you up. Go on, nephew. There we go. Pick this up. Alright, you stupid man thing. Still didn't figure out this particular puzzle down there. Because I just genuinely don't know what to do there. I should have probably picked up one of those things on the wall, but... Part of the siring process includes Kain giving all his children a portion of his extraness. Extraness? He has none to give. This boy is too skinny to give anything. The only extra thing he has is extra sass, maybe. Extra drama, you know, he is rather dramatic. Rather dramatic, if I do say so. Alright, somehow that did not stop that in time. Take that soul real quick. The other one's probably gonna hit me a couple of times too, assuming there is another one. There was not, in fact, another one. What's more dramatic than coming back from the dead to avenge yourself? There's nothing dramatic about that. I believe that is truly justice, you know? Alright, these fellas will have to suffice. There we go. Let's see if we can break this thing. We cannot do that. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. We can go up here. But what for? What is the purpose of being able to transform back to normal here? Oh, climbable wall, I think. Aha, there we go. He does tend to climb rather slowly, sideways. Oh no, oh, we're gonna have to not fall. No! What did I just say? And there's fishmen in the water. Horrible, horrible section we're gonna have to struggle through right here. It's gonna be like that one time all over again. From pillar to pillar. At least the other time it was just like one, you know? It was just one. Oh, this is 3 different pillars. What the? This part is a real ball ache. Oh, lords. Lords and ladies above. Give this fellow a bit of mercy. Just a tad bit. Otherwise, I will eat concrete, and it will not be a good time for anyone. You can kind of do it by, like, seeing where the shadows are. Okay, I don't know where to go from here, though. Because once we get to the other side, what is there really to do? Hold on, can we do anything with those up there? No. So what is even the point of jumping from thing to thing? I assume I'll see what's on the other side. Oh, okay, there is like another little thing here. Thank the gods. I literally am gonna throw you. Oh my lords. do not have time for this, nephew. Let me throw your... Okay, I'll just... There we go. I'm sure that's gonna solve something for me. Can you go into the spikes, please? How are you not getting blown into that? Okay. What? You fool. You scoundrel. Do not... There we go. And I guess that guy died from the glass. I assume I have to jump from thing to thing over here. Easy does it. Easy! Zap! ED does not in fact does it. Easy does not in fact does it. My hands are so sweaty. I am like the grip of my controller is becoming harder to grip. So now I'm gonna have to do that jump all over again. What a great design to a section. There just always has to be that one section in the game, doesn't there? Where it's just like, yeah, let's make you traverse this whole thing again. Just because we want you to suffer. Well, at least I didn't fall into the water. It's always the water temple. Always the water place. As if the place being just filled with fish isn't enough. And I like fish. I like eating them. I don't like having to deal with their shenanigans. You are a fish. That is a lie, you scoundrel. You know this to be true. You fucking... Okay. You're heading out? I'll check the VOD later to see how you did. Good luck. See you around, Cazador. Have a great time at work. And, you know, do not get bombed by random trash bags again. YOLO, you lied. I cannot. I am incapable of doing so. You can literally ask me any question and I will tell you the truth. If you fall away, let me hear you say please, oh baby. Okay. We got an AFK? What? That's impossible. How do you get an AFK in a league of all things? Why didn't we win that round? You mustn't have been good enough. That is simply the truth. I can give you all the luck, but if you do not put in the effort, then just like I, who fall into the water multiple times, you will never be able to surpass the enemy. That is simply the truth. Where were you between 1939 to 1942? That is one hell of a question to ask. May I refrain from this particular question? Okay, please, I just want to make it. I want to make it across. You fucking... I'm gonna choke these damn fish. I'm gonna choke them. Answer, good man. Hey, all I said was that I was willing to say the truth, not that I was willing to say the answer. Okay? There's a big difference. I cannot lie, but that doesn't mean that I cannot withhold the truth. And I choose to read that differently because I am no goat. I am definitely man, but not a goat man. That is what we call a satyr back in the Greek days. I suppose the Romans also maybe had satyrs. Ah, great, there's two of them. There's two of them now. Two fishmen. What? What do you mean? Smack him. There you go, up the butt. You have got to be kidding me. It's the third one again. This is gonna be a heinous time for me. Skill issue? Sunshine, I'm sure that you have no skill issues of your own that can be referred to at this moment. Zip it. Zip it, young lady. I don't want to hear it. Ah, my neck. Alright. 5th times the charm, as they... Never mind. There is no such charms for me. I'm devoid of any luck given to the gods, or given from them, I should say. Because they sure as hell don't seem to be enjoying my existence at the moment if they're doing this to me. One wonders what game developer decides that a water temple whose areas are hard to traverse is a great idea. The answer is Preglottal. I don't know why you would ever say that. I'm going to do crude things to you now that you mentioned such a thing. Oh my god. So in love. 3 million millennia of torture cannot compare to this. I tell you that much. Inspired by The Legend of Zelda? Most likely. Most of these things were. My goodness. Bro didn't even jump that time. What are you doing? We are going to be here for the next hour. If I have to go through this one more time, I'm just gonna kill. I don't know who, but somebody's gotta die. Whoever's nearest, I suppose. So whoever's nearest just has to go. It is their time. I don't care if God is not calling for them yet. He will be receiving them. Sooner rather than later. And my own sweaty hands are pissing me off as well. Like, that is not an experience I enjoy. Why are you climbing there? There was nothing to climb, you actual hooligan of a vampire. My boy does not know what he's doing. He doesn't know. He simply does not know. He is as knowledgeable of these things as a doe. Fishman, I literally do not care about you right now. Yeah. All that. Oh my god. I'm so tired of this. Please. Just let me get through it. There's literally no reason we should be stuck here. No reason whatsoever to be stuck on this painful platforming section. Alright, well you both just decided to make my day especially awful. Oh, there we go. Heavens above. 500 years trying to figure out how to get here. Okay. What more jumping do we need to do? I suppose we ought to go over there, huh? There we go. I don't know what this does, but it's a big bell. Alright, it's ringing. As we have rung a bell, and it has opened the doors to somewhere. I do not know where, though, so we will see. The bell that should ring at the door. Not that being referenced by you, of all people. What was even going on with that fellow? Because from what I know, it just appeared to be some kind of mental breakdown of some sort. That's all I know. There we go. Alright. Become normal. Oh no, I think this is a boss fight. We're in a boss fight, ladies and gentlemen of the fine court. And I shall surely suffer, because the boss is a fish. You believe he was a moderator of a Discord or Twitch user, and he got the wrong address, you think? That seems a little too stereotypical of a thing to have happened.
Raziel.
So I do not believe that to be the true thing that had occurred.
Rahab, you have adapted well to your environment, for one so maladjusted.
Do not mock me, Raziel. You of all of us should respect the power bestowed by a limitation overcome. Kain said you would come.
You speak with the murderer?
You would do well to mind your blasphemous tongue.
What more did he tell you?
That you would destroy me.
I will indeed. But tell me, before I tear your soul from its moorings, do you know what we were before Kain spawned us?
Human.
Seraphim, Rahab, the antithesis of all we ever believed.
Does it matter? We were lost. He saved us.
Saved us? From what?
From ourselves.
We were dead, buddy. I gotta have a little break here with my soul. Let me sit back up. My neck still feels rather tense. Tense? Yes, I shall use that word. As tense as your butt cheeks. Who said that? Little water from... Because, oh man. Half of my mind wishes to open up the window, but understands that the insects will just walk right in. They always tend to do that. So I must simply deal with the deathly heat in this room. unpleasant as it may be. Maybe I'll give myself something cool later to cool down in a tad bit, in a small, minuscule amount of time. And then there's this boss fight, which I'm not gonna enjoy. I'll tell you that much. It has platforms, and, well, we know they have a weakness to the sun still, so I'm assuming those little windows have to be broken apart. No, don't fall. Alright, I mean, that barely did anything. You hooligan. I fell from nothing. Again. I didn't need to, but it happened. Alright, and now I can't even properly do my jumps anymore because I'm just that bad. Maybe I do have a skill issue. It is not unbecoming of me to have such things. Okay, can I aim? Okay, he's just staring at me. I fell in the water again because I'm just dumb. You know, jumping is a lot harder to do in this game than it appears to be. You are just a silly guy. I'm glad that's the phrasing we're going with. Instead of just calling me a dumbass. Ah! There you go. You are the best gamer in the world. See, I can climb. I can climb. Okay, he's just gonna spit at me. Okay, why is he... Alright, we're doing fine, I think. Oh, alright, we're fine. There we go. Trying to have fun. That is a convenient method of killing a man. Yeah, let's just break the windows and then the pillars obtaining light will cast sunshine down upon the creature and slay him. Like, this man built his own room to kill him. Very odd. Very odd indeed.
Soul, you have overcome your former vulnerability to water's touch.
Oh.
Immersion in water will no longer dissolve your
Hell yeah.
enabling you to swim to areas heretofore beyond your reach.
And this is a classic game with wonky remaster controls. They're not too bad, but the jumping is definitely heinous. Oh, okay, we now just get to swim. Why are the controls inverted like that? It should only apply to planes. To high jump from the... Oh, okay, we can just do that. I don't like that controls though. Okay, I get it. I get that we can do that. But where to are we gonna head out? Where am I supposed to go? Where should I swim? I am swimming. I am a creature that swims. Let me get on top of this pillar real quick. Come on. Come on, come on. There you go. Oh, right there. That's the exit. Right in front of my eyes. There you go. Go through the little thing here. That boss fight, honestly, was probably the easiest one out of all of them. So far, at least. A little bit of a nuisance. I can see how that could become rather annoying. And I would have thought that the fish guy's ability to push me off the pillar would have been stronger. Me in the YMCA pool.
Endowed with Rahab Sower, you may swim to gain entry where your progress was previously impeded.
I fucking love pools. To be fair, YMCA pools, like, they usually have the long, like, the long ones, right? So I feel like swimming in the YMCA pool would be pretty neat, pretty nifty, pretty nice. I have not been in a YMCA in quite some time, though, I shall admit. Oh, I did not think that I would have to fight the fishmen. I had forgotten about the fishmen. Well, I have to fight them. And how? I don't know if I can. I think I can only swim. Yeah, but everyone uses it during the summer, so finding it a time is difficult. True. True, true, true. That is why having your own is such a luxury. Having your own little pool dedicated to none other than you is the luxury of a century. Oh, I know what we can do. We can go back to one of the areas we've been to before, and we can open up the glass so that we then can go through. That will be the way forward. I am the one who knows the way. Even in the early morning, there's old people. Ah, old people. What to do when there's old people in the pool? Yo the way. I will leave you unexecuted for now. We should be able to do these puzzles down here too, though, now that we can swim around all willy-nilly. Can we get onto these walls, though? Okay, we still cannot necessarily touch the, Oh, hold on. Maybe we can. I don't know if we are capable of, like, latching onto the walls and, to the blocks and just pulling them out. While we're swimming, at least, we need to test that out a little bit more. I saw the symbol, but the game does tend to do that sometimes, where it'll present the symbol of interaction, and you are not, in fact, able to do anything with that. I don't believe we can, so I'll just head back up. Oh, we can also swim very fast forward. I'm not capable of, making the jump in the correct direction, though, apparently, so we'll just go up the normal way. Smack with sword? I don't believe... I can't do that with the under the water for some reason. You would think so, but no. Let's just head on to the other area. Alright, that was unnecessary. Somehow we didn't block his air blast. Forsooth and for shame. That's a smart people word. The fact you know this one, Didn't know you were capable of it. Can we grab that? Alright, no fishmen here. Push that forward. I like how it sounds like bubbles whenever you you smack them around. That's a little goofy. Just a tad bit. Into the waters once again. Don't swim that way. That is the wrong way. Let's see. That is not what I meant to do. There we go. Go through there. They're gonna follow me. I don't know what I can do about them while I'm in the water. There are stairs. Okay, cool, very neat. The swimming is a little tricky, but not impossible. Oh, what the hell? Okay, those are eggs they're in. Oh, I see. They're just like newborns, I guess. They're just chilling. Why is there so many eggs here? It's like a whole layer. Being capable and being willing are two different things, and I am very unwilling. If you say so, if you say so. What am I headed towards? There's just about nothing but a stairway back up. So I will go through the entryway I have just made. There is a bit of an ice cream shop nearby, but I do not have the funds for ice cream. Okay. That gives us our stuff back. We can do something here.
This elemental forge is tuned to the Soul Reaver's energy. Once baptized in his primordial flame, the blade may be imbued with fire at any future time.
Oh. Well, we have a fire sword now. That's kind of cool. And our little burst is also fire, but will it go away the moment we go in the water? I feel like that is the most likely occurrence. Yeah, go into the water, it does that. How will we imbue it with flame, though? I suppose maybe a torch will be handy. I assume, anyhow. If not, then we'll figure it out. We will figure it out in the future. I guess that's cool. We get a little extra ability there. Let me just not wake up. Okay, I think I'm just gonna end up waking up everybody in here. There are rocks around, which like indicate that I am able to make this room not flooded with water. I don't know how that would work, though, considering I haven't been able to do anything of the sort. And then the other area, there's that. That's the way we kind of went. This is just to turn back to normal. That's back down. And here's the way back up. I suppose we can now head out since we've basically gained everything, I think anyhow. Everything worthwhile in this area. That guy just fell from nowhere. Okay. A little bit of a goober, I should assume. Ah, well, there they go, doing that to me again. Ow, don't you bite me, you bastard. YOLO, we can't win. Oh no. Heavens above. That is quite unbecoming of you. Why not? You have to think that way. Why not? Why not? Who are you playing against? You cannot be playing against players that are that good. I simply do not believe that you guys are fighting the best of the best. But there is no other explanation because you guys would not lose otherwise, right? I'm sure there's a soul around here somewhere. There we go. Right. Oh, is this not open? Hold on, I'm confused. Am I not allowed to leave through there? Maybe not. Okay. Confusion. Come on, come back to League in 5 hours. We're just fighting the best of the best. Yeah, I believe that's the case. There is literally no other explanation. None that any one of us could ever be aware of. I have no clue where to go. Let's see. No, this is back there. Not gonna make that jump there. I don't think so. So where in the world? Okay, there has to be something involving that damn little room with the blocks, because there's no other, like, there's literally nothing else that I can be trying to do. Except maybe mess around with that puzzle, but there's like no indication of what one is to do in that room. Other than mess with the blocks, which obviously I want to mess with the blocks. When the night is high and the mind is cleared after you showered off all the gamer sweat, you will succeed. We will win this one. You will. You will indeed. You must have the confidence and or the delusion of victory. Oh, the misery. Everyone wants to be my enemy. What is a man to do? I go down. I try messing with it. I do the funny, silly thing. What else is down here? This clearly, like, twists and turns. Oh, hold on. See, the symbol appeared there for like a second. But the only thing I can do is just a blast. Strange, 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 strange. And it only does it sometimes, so I'm like assuming that's only gonna happen because of like some little weird bugginess with the game. What in the world? Okay. There's got to be a way to drain this room. There has to be. And that primordial fire has to be used for something as well. But I've got not a clue what. Maybe there's something I missed. Maybe there's something I missed, and I'm just too foolish to see it. McDonald's is doing a Baki meal? Yeah, I heard. And it's probably just gonna be the same burger with fries and a soda. Can't wait for the invisible miso soup. I forgot about that scene entirely. The invisible food and everything, yeah. What is Baki even about, man? Baki feels like a JoJo's type series where you just don't know what's going on, but with Baki, it's even like more so ridiculous. It is genuinely like, it may as well not have a plot. Baki, us about invisible food. McMiso meal. Miso soup. I've never had any. And I probably won't anytime soon. Soup. There's gotta be something I missed. There's gotta be something. I know I am foolish and stupid, but I don't believe I am that foolish or that stupid. Why Baki? It's McDonald's. Like, why not Baki? Alright, all of these egg things are gonna pop open if I... so much as, no, don't bite my ass. I'm in the water. You can't and shouldn't do that. That is rude. That's a paragraph. Hold on, give me a moment before I read that. I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing here. Is there really nothing to indicate anything of the sort of objective I'm just supposed to accomplish? This is just to go back up, isn't it? Yeah, this is just leading me back out here. No, this is new. Hold on. Oh, jeez, where in the world am I now? Where in the frick am I? What the helly? What the helly? Alright, I'm certainly in a location. I'm certainly in a location. Baki is about big, booty, sweaty, muscly men fighting other big booty, sweaty, muscly men for fun. And then they all get mega boners. And when they hear that there's an even stronger big booty, sweaty, muscle man somewhere in the world, and they decide they must fight him. Please read that paragraph out loud. Only your voice can convey the raw power that paragraph wields. Well, I hope you weren't disappointed. Oh, this leads us back here. It's a little shortcut. And now we can, because we can swim around, we can go into the area. I see, I see. Swimming skill is very useful now for going in the water, you know? And this is a new area. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yippee! I have achieved great things, kindred. Very great things. And I shall continue. Oh, lads, in the vicinity? You shouldn't have. There we go. President Yol Jizao. I don't even know if that's the right guy. Where are we? Hole. And the holes do tend to be goals, so I assume I will go and put something in the hole. What that something is up to interpretation. The great leader of the lamp pups. I enter the place with the thing. Hiya! Okay, that did nothing. Interesting. Did I doom myself? I did not, for there is a wall to climb. I should save. I haven't saved in a while, and it would be a shame if all that progress were to just explode and not have been a thing. I feel like I need to make something happen here. Writer of the Fumaro Mandate. Not the Fumaro Mandate. There is only one. Only one, and all shall be cherished by him. I don't know what precisely I am to do. This is a platform of some kind, and I clearly must raise it. I believe so, anyhow, but I do not know of the method necessary to do such a thing. Spirit Realm, let me see if anything changes. Okay, things do change. Very important things called pillars. I have fallen. Let's try. Okay, maybe we'll try that when this bastard, this whore son, comes down here to be slain. There we go. Now we must not deal with that creature. Alright, I must deal with my own inadequacy still. Well, it appears I forgot how to jump. I'll do that so that it's a lot easier on me to hop around like a little fella. The creature from the Soul Society? Maybe. Maybe. Who is to know? For I lack such knowledge on the Soul Society. Believe it or not, I have never washed bleach. Alright, we have the flame on our sword here. But what for? I don't believe lighting this aflame is really gonna do much. Bleach your nuts. I don't think that's a great idea. I appreciate the suggestion, though. As little as it will be of use to me. What now that I have the blade on fire? Must I light the pillars on fire? The Great One does not know what he shall do, but return from whence he came, and perhaps he will, in some fashion, understand what he must do. Fire on the pillars. Will I need to light these aflame? They look like the same little thing, but that held the flame, but they do not catch on fire. So, perhaps not. I do seem to need to go through here. I do not know if turning into a ghost will unflame my, Soul Reaver. It may do so. Only one way to find out, I suppose. Onwards. Nothing ventured and nothing gained. We'll see if we turn back and the flame of our sword is still there. If we can turn back. I see the issue. We have to bring it back here. Could we maybe have shot it through the wall, now that I think about it, instead of doing this? Is there a place for us to become normal around here, or am I doomed to repeat myself? I believe I am doomed to repeat myself. Puzzles galore, that is how this game works. Puzzles on your left, puzzles on your right, puzzles probably to use the toilet, if I had to guess. So now we gotta do that thing with the hoppy hops again. From pillar to pillar. All because I did forget the fact that we can shoot through those walls at times. The gates, I suppose. Completely forgot about that little piece of knowledge. Would have been very useful. But you can't have everything. And I already have my handsomeness, so the intelligence was just a little kneecap, you know? From the Lord. Alright, you son of a gun. Give me your soul, it's mine. You have forgone it. Forgoed, it is not yours because you are mean to me. That is what I mean to say. Let's see. Back to normal. Go over here. Take that. Go back. See if I can shoot it through the wall. And I can glide onto a climbing wall, which is good to know as well. So next time if I have a question about whether something is climbable or not, and I have to leap over there to potentially latch onto it, I will know that you can in fact latch onto something while flying, and if it is not climbable, you will simply not latch on. So I can't light those aflame. Let's see if we can maybe do a little something here. Okay, it goes towards that. Okay, so I can shoot it through the walls here. But it doesn't seem to catch a flame either. And if I shoot it at the statue... nothing happens there either. When I shot it up there... okay, it's kinda hitting the wall, but, you know... YouTuber-san. We need YouTuber-san. We very much may be in need of YouTuber-san. This is becoming quite the predicament. There's a face behind this one. The others have the same... well, some of the others have the same fire symbol. Interesting. I am unsure of what to do. Maybe there's something we still need to finish up in that other room. That is completely possible. My controller almost fell off my lap again. If only it was thicker. That way it wouldn't just simply fall off. Or attempt to, I suppose. Oh, there's a room here. Okay, well that's good to know. Okay. Somehow I missed this area completely. Okay. Zap this guy away before that guy gets over here. Okay, you're not even aiming the right direction, my boy. There you go. A little exploring. I must remember that a little exploring goes a long way. Crank that soldier boy, because I don't know what else we ought to do. Oh, you think you're funny. Alright. We gotta go spirit the moment we do this so that we can shift time into our favor. Pause it for a little bit. Oh. Okay, we're not... let's see if we can squeeze through that. Damn it. Right idea, though. And our sword does go back to normal, though. Alright, can I not be as stupid as to not do that on time? That would be epic. There we go. It took a couple of tries there that I don't think should have needed to be taken. Did I just like... Okay. There was a thing to unghost myself that I needed to use, and instead I decided to be a dumbass. You see, I am a frustrating person to watch, aren't I? I certainly feel frustrating to me, that's for certain. You clapped for my big brain. It's not big enough to remember that, like, maybe you shouldn't hop down a place without looking first. At least we know what to do. If I simply did not just jump down there like a hooligan. We don't even have the fun stuff to deal with them. Alright, that is not what was meant to happen. That is also not what was meant to happen. Oh my god, Raziel, I'm gonna fucking kill you. There we go. YOLO! We finally won! See? My blessings are fruitful. Congratulations on not failing. It would have been rather embarrassing if you somehow did manage to do that again. And it is great that you didn't. Rejoice. Rejoice in your victory, for it shall be remembered for eons. We shall write this down in history. This is a moment in history. Alright, that doesn't seem to go back. So we can now go into this room. I am in the bowl. I am the meal. Are you guys gonna go on to a next game? You have to keep up the win streak, right? You have to keep up the win streak. How else are you to show your superiority over the enemy? Alright, that's one. That's two. We better get to that flame right quick, otherwise that vampy down there will try to smite us. Puzzles among puzzles. I feel a thing. I don't know what that thing is, but I feel it. Now that I think about it, I think my deodorant might be running out. I hope it doesn't run out. I need it to last at least a little longer. Now, what to do in here? I suppose I bring the flame to the bowl so that the good statue may have a nice meal. There we go. Okay, it's just gonna shoot a giant fireball. Oh, that's a coin. Fire starter. I'm not even sure that was meant for the main storyline. I don't think so. I'm starting to believe maybe not. You need 10 of whatever is in there for this. I do not know the purpose of this entire room. The purpose of all that puzzling, to be quite frank. But I did it. I did the thing. Now what? That is the truest question I have. Now what? I may need the words of my patron to guide me. For I believe myself to be lost again. I don't think there's a way forward from this room. It is a rather isolated room. Back we go, I suppose. I wonder if there's other little elemental things around like that. It feels like the answer is yes, obviously. But you never know, you never know. There's that Gabagoo waiting for me, and I will simply walk by him. Okay, going through the door would be cool, Raziel, thank you. Oh, we can put our hand in like a fireplace and it'll light up like that. Alright, that's cool. So any fire that's like a proper fire. Or, well, a fireplace, rather. Torches? No, they're not strong enough, but a good old bonfire, that will suffice. Dun, 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 dun. We are going back to our patron's abode, for I seek guidance, and I'm feeling a little bit, not lightheaded, that's the wrong wording. Something of a headache, I guess. Maybe I'm just not breathing enough. Intaking the oxygen. This is still back here. There's a couple of things that are still just kind of there, and I think I went in the wrong direction. Oh, goodness gracious me. So that means we accomplished the thing where we had to go north of that area. Because, yeah, we killed the fish man. Now we just, I suppose, have to go around from lake to lake and water source to water source and just swim around and see if there is another path anywhere else. But we're gonna make sure. We're gonna make sure we have a general direction, hopefully.
Centuries past, your brother Dumas retreated with his clan into Nosgoth's northern wilderness. Empowered by the gift of Rahab's sower, seek out his mountain stronghold. But tread carefully. These frozen wastes have mysteries yet to disclose.
Alright, so we must head up north. 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 Through the water, too. Okay, so we have to go through the water. So where to? From where, really?
Centuries past, your brother Dumas retreated with his clan into Nosgoth's northern wilderness. Empowered by the gift of Rahab's sower, seek out his mountain stronghold. But tread carefully.
Okay.
These frozen wastes
Doesn't
have
necessarily
mysteries
tell
yet
me,
to
like,
disclose.
from where I can go. Just go north. Go north. Just go up there. Deal with the cold. Into the mountains and maybe kill some dwarves or something like that. Vampire dwarves. Now that is a new concept if I've ever heard of it. Or anything like it. What would even be the difference? I guess they live in caves. That would be about the only difference I can think of. Let's see. There's this place, that place. I don't think we can go through there. Maybe just go through the first area. No, that's literally where we are. Maybe from here. We'll see from like the abyssal waterfall place. There might be a thing or two. Maybe now that we can go into the water without fear of turning into a ghost, it may allow us a new way of traveling. Because the only place left from here is that little thing across the bridge that we haven't been able to cross because it's basically just torn down the way it is. Alright. Do we just straight up dive down there? I feel like that just takes me into the abyss. Not really anywhere else. And then jumping into that water, I don't know if I could do like the big jump up onto the ledge. I mean, maybe. There we go. Okay, we can in fact do that. So that's all we really needed. Just that basic little movement. Fair enough. At least assuming this is the correct direction and not just a different area to traverse. Oh, little evil man. Raziel, you need to like smite them first 1,000,000 times. There you go. Now you can explode him. Attaboy. Alright. We are in the Stronghold Mountain area. I heard like a little howl. Do they got doggies out here? I hope not, because I don't want to kill any. I do not wish to slay man's best friend. That would make me rather sad. I got a lot of boulders around here, though. Just a lot of rocks. Just in case. And a fire thing. Do that. Toss that at him, you know, just because I wanna. Light my sword aflame. Because that too should hit him rather hard. Yeah, basically kills him. Well, I assume as long as I take their soul quick enough. Because they do have a tendency of getting back up. A tendency I very much do not enjoy. Alright, that'll do. And we have a weird sundial. I believe this is a sundial. Doesn't seem to have any moving components, because that's not how sundials work, you know? Big door. I may have to go ghost mode to deal with the things in this area. Maybe. Let me have a bit of a look around before I do that. Is there anything I can do with this? Okay, maybe not. So let's just shift into the different thing. Alright, I don't see anything new. Alright. Transform to normal here. Maybe we just have to go up. No, we don't jump high enough for that. Odd. Odd indeed. Can I smack it around? I cannot, in fact, smack it around. I mean, I don't suppose I could just go through the door. I can't jump high enough. That doesn't work either. Trying to look around to see if I need to light anything up, considering there is like a big old fire nearby. There is that, but I don't think I can make it that high up. No, I cannot. I can't do that either. This is too high of a thing to jump on as well. Maybe there's something else I missed. Another pathway, perhaps? It does not appear so, at least from what I can see. What an odd little zone. Odd little zone with big closed doors. Now there is this symbol on the ground. Which symbol is that, honestly? Because it's not that. It's sort of reminiscent of the, what's that one called? The Force Glyph? A little bit. But I'm not sure. I'm shooting things. Nothing's changing. I do need to be in the ghost mode real quick. Maybe something somewhere shortens up. Not too sure though. Something has to be a little climbable around here. Because otherwise, what's the point? What's the point of putting me in front of a place but not allowing me to enter said place? That's not climbable either, even in the ghosty realm. Maybe I can do something like this? No. I wonder why this thing is here then. If nothing can be changed, I feel like I do have to go up. No, that's just a part of the wall. Can I throw rocks at the thing? I highly doubt that's gonna do anything. I don't think this seems necessarily climbable either, so we cannot make use of that ability here. At least as far as I can tell. Maybe? No. Let's see what we can do with these rocks. Okay, they just break upon it simply. I think we'll leave off here, honestly. We've gone through quite a bit, I think. Quite a bit. And I feel myself getting a bit of a headache. So, yeah. I think that's good enough. That's good enough for your lad. Tomorrow we play some Dead Space. We're gonna be, you know, struggling because we're playing on hard mode. The only proper mode to play such a video game on. And, yeah. I shall bid you farewell. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. I hope you all take care of yourselves, you know, have fun out there. Eat your food, exist, and thank you for coming by to watch me. Alright, see you around.